everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a big-time divisional showdown in the NFC East, featuring Carson Wentz and the Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the boys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. In their game against San Fran last week, Ezekiel Elliott up over 100 yards, 147, actually led all runners in the NFL on Sunday.
His second consecutive 100-yard game, and if he's going to continue to stack games like that together, Dallas is going to be tough to deal with, because when he sets the tone, he sets the tempo running it, everything else plays off of it very well. Hey, Des Bryant had a big game out wide catching the ball. No small part because of Ezekiel Elliott setting it up in the run game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Prescott trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six.
Dak is trash, man. I'm telling you, man. Dak, I don't know if it's the sophomore slump, but Dak in real life is trash, man.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a play fake here on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff left, Elliott, and some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now, partner, I'm going to go off topic for a second here. Discussion we were having in the truck before the game about guys in the NFL this year, superstars that have had slow starts that maybe you're thinking, okay, they need to have a better second half of the season.
Yeah, and I think that some of them will. Amari Cooper comes to mind. Really rough beginning to this season, but he broke out against Kansas City in the Thursday night game, so I think that will continue. Ben Roethlisberger, we're just a couple weeks removed from him thinking, I'm not sure I have it anymore. Oh, yeah, he still has it. They've won 2 games since then. Dez Bryant, he went off against San Francisco. Maybe San Francisco's the tonic that he needed to get him going. Jay Ajayi and Miami are winning. But how about Julio Jones and Matt Ryan? The struggles continue in Atlanta, trying to figure out how to get back to last year's explosiveness.
To throw, it's Wentz. And it's caught by Saleh. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Going right side, he has Witten. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. First down, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding room to the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. In motion right is Smith. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Defense showing blitz. Wentz to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, a run with Smallwood. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run. This is Ajayi. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock winding down. Play action. Now Wentz. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Prescott yet again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Prescott to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Prescott now on second down. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
That's fielded in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, Smallwood. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense searches for 1 more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Blunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Remember, 5 fourth-quarter comebacks for Prescott as a rookie last year, so he's used to this.
The Dak attack is alive and well, and they feel good about it. Remember, it's not just his arm. His legs can also create a big play here.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A little more on Todd Gurley, by the way. His 4th 100-yard game in 2017 across the pond this last week. So we keep saying it, but the old Todd Gurley's back.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. This is who they drafted in 2015. This is the Todd Gurley they expect each and every season, plus the ability to catch the ball in the backfield. 4 catches for 48 yards in the game as well. But 4 100-yard rushing games so far in 2017, oh yes, that's exactly what he signed up for.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 40, the 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now with Dunbar. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is gone. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd and 10 here. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On second down, here's Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Jay Ajayi's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 51 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Here's Ajayi. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Wentz to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Following a fumble recovery, Goff. And he's got room. A nice gain of 21 yards. Goff on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Play action. It's gone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Again, here's Blunt. And an alley to run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now Wentz to the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Donnie Jones now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Twisting away, and now running right through it. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick hitch, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On the give, this is their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Newton's Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Go!
On 1st and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Newton on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on second down is Newton. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third and short.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Wentz now to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Again, it's Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Wentz to throw again. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From midfield, here's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down and 15. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third and long, it's Wentz. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Newton on first down. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Stewart on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third and 2, Newton. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Shepard. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw, Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Third and long, it's Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On fourth down, Newton. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, first and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Newton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got...
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second-year man, this is Jay Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, here's Wentz. A quick hitter complete. It's Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's still on his feet. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit?
And Blount loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie. And the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. They start on the ground. It's a Stewart on first. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Stewart again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Newton on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Wins to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Wentz now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Being chased out left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Ajayi. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Now it's Newton. And the tight end, Olsen, right side. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. Now Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was nice. I took Darby from the outside and shifted him inside on that play. And everybody seen it because it's live on YouTube. The name of the show is called Blitz 327, Middle Philly's Finest, live on YouTube, man. I switched him in that spot. That's good stuff, live on YouTube.
And were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, it's Kalen Clay. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. They've got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They send McCaffrey in motion right. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed.
Oh my God, why you didn't play overtime? Straight for the okie doke. I knew you was going to go for it. That's why I had that defense right in there. Damn, dog, why you ain't just take it?
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left. We've got
damn, dog.
Some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
And out now come the Eagles. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen,
one
gets past the catcher. What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and get a Hail Mary.
A run
Punks jump up and get beat down. I gotta go to work now. You know what I mean? He thought he was gonna chump me, go for 2. You know what I mean? He was winning the whole game. Couldn't stand what he do, you know what I mean? That was a nice win. That was a nice win. I must say so myself.